Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of NewTek Tuesday Tutorials. I am your host Richard Evans and today I want to go over audio automation. Now in the past I've shown you how to trigger different TriCaster commands or macros using either hotspots or buttons on your control surface or keyboard, but today I want to show you how to use audio sources to trigger those different macros. Let's take a look. Alright, so here we are in the TriCaster interface, and I have two clips running in my DDR right now, so basically just to kind of emulate a typical talk show type scenario. So we'd have speaker number one over here saying everything she's got to say, and then back over here to speaker number one, just kind of cutting back and forth. And in a typical broadcast scenario, you would have to have your TriCaster operator be ready on the fly whenever that person speaks, cut to them back and forth, etc. But we can take all that hard work out and use audio to automate that. So let me show you how to do it. So first thing we're going to need to do is create some macros here. So let's go ahead and configure macros. And I have over here in my audio automation macros basically one command to take my DDR1 live and then my other command to take DDR2 live. So just looking over here, yep, that's what that is. That's all we really need that to be. And let's go ahead and start assigning macros. So to do that, we don't need to mess with the inputs themselves. We need to mess with the audio inputs down here in the audio mixer. So in DDR1, let's go ahead and click on the gear icon for that. And over here on the left, you'll see that we have our input settings, which allow us to monitor some of our audio sources and manipulate the panning, etc. And we can see our levels bouncing here, etc. Now on the processing tab at the very bottom, there is a option to run macro at, and we can set that to any volume source. Now this will be varying depending on how much noise is coming on in the background, etc. But I have mine set up to be at -50 dB, but you can put it up to as high as you want, and you kind of have to feel that out by ear here, just depending on the settings in your studio. So to assign a macro to that, we'll click on this E icon here. And in the automation, we can either have a macro assigned to when it's active, meaning when audio starts at -50 dB, or inactive when it's the opposite. But what I want to do is have it set up to where it'll take that source live whenever that volume is reached. So let's go take our drop down here, and I'll find my macro that I've made, which is take DDR1, and hit apply. All right. And now let's go over to DDR2 and we'll do the exact same thing, but we'll have that set to DDR2. All right, and hit apply. And now you'll notice that I have my DDR1 and DDR2 levels bouncing here. And as soon as those get taken on screen, you'll see that those camera switches start to happen. There we go. There's one. Let Anna say her piece here, and let's go back to him. There we go. So a very easy way to create a show and switch between different inputs without having to do all the messy work of clicking back and forth, etc. So you can have your TriCaster operator being focused on lower thirds if you want, or anything else. Now, if you like this tutorial but want a little bit more, make sure you go to newtek.com/demo to sign up for a personalized demonstration by yours truly. Also, make sure to go to youtube.com/NewTekInc to see all of the tutorial videos and customer testimonial videos that we have up there. And if you're on Instagram, tag us in your posts at NewTekInc. We love to see how TriCaster users are using our products in their productions. So, thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in next time for another edition of NewTek Tuesday Tutorials.